Hey, hello everyone! What's up? You are watching episode 3 of the VR Unplugged Q&A series. It's going to be an awesome one. You guys bombed me with questions about VR, AR and about a lot of other stuff. It's going to be great, but before I'm going to dive deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole, I would like to tell you that if you want to, you can be in the next episode too. Just simply drop a comment below and share that question with me or story. It doesn't really matter. Be creative. Anyways, let's get right into it and check out all those comments. Let's go! Have your parents ever tried VR? Oh yes, since the DK1, my parents tried a lot of experiences and games. My mom is super funny when she plays VR games. One of her favorite experiences is Henry the Hedgehog, that little movie Oculus made together with Elijah Wood. And my dad, he's not that impressed by VR. No, he never really liked it that much. He does get the point of it and where it's heading to, but it's not really for him, and that's fine. Not everyone needs to like VR. How do I get better tracking for the PlayStation VR? 3 steps. It's very easy. Listen up. Step 1, put your camera on a high spot and aim it towards your play space. Step 2, stay away from the camera as far as possible so it can see your entire body plus the movements you are going to make. And step 3, turn off all the light sources and make sure you close your curtains a bit, because if your camera sees any other light sources, it's going to mess up the tracking. So it needs to be dark, it only needs to see your headset and your Move controllers. That's all. If it sees something else, it's going to focus on that, and then you start to notice tracking issues. That's all. Good luck. Great Googly Moogly says, honestly, I just want a VR headset, not with a higher resolution, not for its looks, but one that has a massive field of view for maximum immersion. That's all I want. That's interesting. I gotta say, your name is really funny, by the way, and your avatar is really cool too. But anyway, guys, you know what? Just let Mr. Googly Moogly know what is on your bucket list. Do you want to have a massive field of view too? Do you want a higher resolution, maybe better content or improved controllers? Let us know. David says, the Vive Pro looks great, but until the knuckles come out, I am not giving up my touch controllers. As for what I use for introducing people to VR, I always start with the first encounter. From there, if they are not feeling motion sickness, I jump to Lone Echo. If they are not that steady, I go with a music game like Airtone or Audio Shield. Who doesn't like music? What I would add to this great lineup of yours is The Lab. It's a must. It's an all-round title. It's great to hear that people like you are giving their friends and family the opportunity to try VR and have their first experience at your place. It's an honor and it's a beautiful moment to see people diving into that rabbit hole and explore the magical world of VR. It's nice, so thanks for sharing this lovely comment of yours. Snipe Crew Games wants to know if I think any of the VR titles that are out right now give you the full gaming experience. And that means a campaign, a multiplayer, an awesome concept and a progression system. I would say Lone Echo plus Echo Arena got pretty close to that, yeah. But we are still not there. We will have to wait. We will have to see what all the publishers and developers do. If there's enough money available, we will see more AAA experiences happening. Yeah, honestly, it rarely happens that I play a game that really gives me that full gaming experience in a way that it feels like the quality is there, the player base is there, and the progression system really keeps me hooked until the very last end. So I hope we will see more indie and also AAA developers create passionate, awesome and refreshing games, experiences and apps. So yeah, that's it. Would you be willing to upload side-by-side versions of your gameplay so people with mobile 3D viewers can watch? Well, random dude, you are making a very good point here. But the problem is I can't simply offer side-by-side content only. If I would do that, I would leave out a huge audience that does not own a VR headset, and they will not be able to watch those videos. What would be a better option is YouTube updating their app, their mobile app, and for example build a cinema in there that you can go to and then watch all the YouTube videos you want in 3D. That should do the trick. Or maybe a little switch that you can press to turn everything into a side-by-side perspective. But if we content creators need to turn every video we make into a side-by-side video, then that's not going to work for us, but also for the audience that still watches YouTube in a pancake view. What you could also do is simply download one of those third-party apps that allow you to watch videos in VR. This is happening a lot in the mobile VR market, but also on PC. If you are on PC, you can use a virtual desktop or big screen. I know a lot of you guys are watching my videos in big screen with a Vive or a Rift, and that's awesome. But I do agree with you, random dude, there should be more VR-friendly content on YouTube. VR! Thanks, Sox GoPro, for the accurate comment here. This is exactly how I pronounce VR. Stop trolling me, it's not funny, but it's true. That's usually how I say VR. You see, I said it again. Mr. Toasty says, do you have any solutions to full body tracking on a Rift? To be honest with you, I have no idea if there is anything out there you can use together with a Rift to create full body tracking. What I do know is that you could try to strap a few touch controllers to your body and see what happens. No, that's just a joke, I'm messing around. It might work, I don't know, but people did that with the Vive controllers too, you know, put them into their socks and then they could just move their feet. HTC, they made Vive trackers that you can strap to your arms and legs, and it works. So if Oculus makes something like that too, then that would be great. As far as I know, they are not really selling anything themselves. Maybe a third-party company? I don't know, I need to do more research on the internet and see what the possibilities are, but I'm sure there must be something out there that you can use with the Rift. But for now, I can't really give you an answer, I'm sorry. Braden Helton wants to know if I have a PO box. I do not have a PO box, and the reason for that is that I don't think there are that many people on the channel that really want to send me something. But if the demand is high, I will definitely get a PO box, promised. In the next 10 years, what do you think VR will look like? Well, okay, predicting the future is pretty tricky, but I can try. I think that the VR headsets are becoming a lot smaller. We will all be playing wireless. The resolution is going to be so much better. Hopefully the content will also evolve with the HMDs. Who knows? Time will tell. I think that the public out there is going to get more into VR too. It's becoming more mainstream. Standalone VR is going to take off. Last but not least, I would say we are going to see a lot of competition. I think we will see a lot of new VR headsets pop up. You know, there are so many possibilities of what could happen. I would love to know from you guys what you think is going to happen within 10 years. Let me know. Ah, more Bioshock. Happy me. How cool would it be to play a Bioshock game in VR? Do you think that would work? And would you prefer to have it set in Rapture or Columbia? I personally would love to be in the lovely underwater city from Bioshock 1 and 2, although Infinite setting is beautiful as well. I don't really care what Bioshock it is. I'm a huge fanboy, so if it's Bioshock 1, 2 or Infinite or one of the DLCs, I don't care, just make it happen, okay? That's all I'm asking for. But I'm sure that 1 and 2 are going to be extremely creepy in VR. Well, Infinite is going to be a whole different experience. Every Bioshock game is unique, you know? In the first one you are playing as Jack, in the second one you are playing as a Big Daddy, and in the last one you play as Booker DeWitt. but also as Elizabeth. So there are so many options of how they could implement VR and make this amazing. I actually tweeted at Ken Levine a while ago if he was interested in making a VR game, but he didn't respond. It's a shame, but I hope they are looking into it, because you see more and more games getting ported to VR, so it can work. It can. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just hoping for the best, that's all. Paradise DK, hello, what's up? If you could change one thing in your videos for the better, what would it be? I would say shorter videos. Sometimes I make a review that is like an hour or 2 hours long, and it takes a lot of time to edit a video like that. Let's say if I pack those 2 hours in a video of 20 minutes, it's a lot easier and it's much more fun to watch. It keeps the pace going. Otherwise, it starts off so slow and you are losing yourself in that gameplay if it's like an hour or 2 hours long. So I want to try to focus on the shorter experiences so I can just pack it all in there. I'm not a channel who likes to do episodes, as you may have noticed. I want to play a game once and that's it. If a title is extremely awesome, then I might consider doing a series, but I usually don't. I just want to play it once and then head on to the next one, because there is so much to play out there. It's nuts. So keeping the video short will give me more time to play more games out there. So that's it. What do you think of all the new Windows mixed reality headsets selling for around 200 euros on Amazon.com? It's crazy. How are they making profit? Well, that's a good one. First of all, I want to say that they are not selling for 200 euros. Maybe this comment is a bit outdated. Right now, they sell for around 300 euros. That's not bad at all. But I don't think they are looking for profit here. No, they are looking to grow their community, their user base, because in the end, the more people that use this Windows mixed reality platform, the more possibilities they will have in the end. So by dropping the price, they have so many new people on board that can fund them later on to make this headset successful, but especially the platform, because it's always about the platform. If there is no interesting content on there, it's not going to work. The headset is not the most important factor here, but the prices are, of course. So I don't think it's profit. I can't look into the minds of the peeps over at Microsoft, but I think that's what they are aiming for. More people playing around on the Windows mixed reality platform. Yes. This one comes from Cars0419. Are you hopeful for the future of the Oculus Rift with maybe a Pro-type headset or touch gloves coming out? Ooh, we all know that Oculus is working on gloves right now, their own ones. I tried a couple of gloves and it's really next level. You can feel, you can see your hands, and it adds up to the immersion, it really does. But right now, it's too early for gloves. We do see them rolling out slowly, but it's still for the early adopters, not for the main consumers. And that's what Oculus is aiming for with the Rift and also their other headsets. On the other side though, it would be really awesome if Oculus decided to sell an Oculus Rift CV1 2.0. I mean, I think a lot of people would be interested in buying one. It just totally depends on who they are aiming for. Do they want to go for developers only or for consumers, or both of them? Let's say we take the Vive Pro as an example. That's a whole different story, by the way, because HTC is aiming towards companies only. Of course, if you are a rich consumer, an early adopter, you can still buy it. But let's say the casual public would not be interested in a Vive Pro because it's too expensive. If Oculus decides to aim for the consumers and make it cheap with a improved resolution, better headphones, the ones we have now are really good, but maybe they will be 10 times better than what we have at this moment. Touch controllers that are shaped better, have more options, the headset itself is smaller. Those kind of things then I think a lot of people will jump on board. Of course, all of this is wild guessing. We have no clue what is happening in the office of Oculus. They must have a roadmap. They have plans for the future of what they want to do. So this could be a part of the plan or not. But what I do know is that if they do sell a 2.0 headset, they need to do it at the right moment, because if they are too early or too soon, it's not going to work. Lots of people just joined the Oculus Home platform during the summer sale, so those ones will not buy this Oculus Rift CV1 2.0. I don't think so, because they just got one. They just spent their money and they are not planning to buy a new headset just a couple of months later. It doesn't make any sense. So if they got a big community, one that is owning a headset for a long time and is really up for something refreshing, then yeah, then that's the moment for them to go and shoot it right into space. Yeah. And that was episode 3 of VR Unplugged. If you got a VR, AR related question or story, then be sure to drop it in the comments below. That would be nice. And now it's time for me to sign off. And as I always say, and I see you guys next time. See you in the metaverse. Bye bye. See ya later.